Runar Magnussen says, maybe a weird question, but do you ever enjoy the build process so much that you are afraid of being disappointed by being done? No. In the sluice, I'm never thinking about that. And the sluice, I mean like the zone. I mean the flow. Totally not thinking about that. However, I will tell you that after every single big build, I get a little depressed. For real. I have a little bit of a crash after every big build. Samaritan, yeah. Anything that takes me, the big spacesuits from last summer for G4, anything that takes a significant amount of mental energy to surmount and took a while, took a few days or a few weeks of my life to achieve, there's always a postpartum crash. And my depression doesn't come out like depression. It comes out as getting pissed off about everything. It comes out as being short-tempered and easily disappointed in things not going the way I want. It's not awesome. It's not ideal. But recognizing it was important. And that's another thing I've done this year, is realize that, this process of making your things, and again, making is anytime you are using your point of view to make something out of nothing, to make something that didn't exist, is a constant process of learning from your own process about yourself. I mean, you've ever had a conversation with someone and they said something in a weird way, and you went home that night and you talked to your partner and you said, no, they said this in a weird way. And then you unpack and you realize there was information in the way that they said it. I love this. This is one of my wife's and my favorite things to do, break down conversational stuff and unpack the information inside. The same is true for us. So my reactions to stuff is information for me about how I'm built, about how I'm programmed. I'm rarely in the sluice. I'm almost never in the sluice thinking about being disappointed about this build being done, but I have at times anticipated, oh, this crash is going to suck. Or, I'm going to be sad that this one's gone. Or it's just going to be, a couple of weeks where I don't feel as awesome as I normally do. And that's okay. And that's okay. Again, trying to be gentle with myself. Wooly J asks, when do you think we will see your custom lightsaber on the channel? Soon. All I need is the full kit of electronics. Yeah, all I need is a full kit of electronics, and we're talking to some people. That'll happen. Every Jedi needs to make their own lightsaber, and I will make mine. Yeah, of course, I've got to. Absolutely. Soon. When I say soon, let's say within the next 90 days. That's soon to me. That feels soon, yeah? Yeah, that seems reasonable. Norm's nodding his head. Okay, I got all those. Kerry Shanahan says, I just watched the video on your storage idea for your blasters. Which one of the unfinished blasters are you going to try and finish first? It's going to be, hold on. Let's see if I have this thing over here. Yeah. It's going to be this one, Corbin Dallas's blaster from The Fifth Element. I was ambivalent about this gun when I first saw the film. I have come to really love it. It is a difficult prop to love because I have not yet seen what I think of as a perfect replica of it. Hollywood Collectibles Group released a fine replica of it, but I want metal in mine. I want metal, and I want Delrin black plastic. I want it to feel like the real thing. I want that experience of the thing. And I have not seen any build of it that comes close to that. So I've just been, this is effectively like my, and here's someone who built it all out of aluminum. And this is a magnificent build. This is my inspiration, their build here. This is from the Replica Prop Forum. But that's not accessible to me. That's someone making that for themselves. Like, if I could buy that from them, I might, but instead I'm going to make it. So this is how I start out, like sort of taking a look at something this complex. And again, it has to be printed out on paper. A next step for this will,
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet. It looks like a router issue.
Hang on.
So try restarting it. Unplug the router. Wait 10 seconds.
I unplugged her. She's very helpful, and I appreciate Alexa's advice, specifically in connecting up my router, but we're putting in a mesh network. That's what's happening. Anyway, when I actually get started machining with this, I'll probably print these pieces out, if they're not already, in exactly correct one-to-one scale. That allows me to make measurements directly off the paper that help me understand where things are at. And I have to work out how the trigger works in order to get this build across the line, because I really want it to feel right. Anyway, that's the next one. The police blaster is another deeply unfinished weapon in that case, but my problem with the police blaster is I don't want a resin one. I want like an aluminum one, and it's a big build. I guess I'm gonna have to build it out of aluminum. That literally is the first time it occurred to me to make the police blaster out of aluminum. Yeah, that's gonna have to happen too. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to support us even further, you can by becoming a tested member. Details are, of course, below, but it includes all sorts of perks, and we're building them all the time. You get advanced word and behind-the-scenes photos of some of our projects. Questions, you get to ask direct questions during my live streams, and we have some members-only videos, including the Adam real-time series of unbroken, unedited shots of me working here in the shop. They are weirdly meditative. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you on the next one.